Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to make your cellar, your basement a bit deeper, and how to renew the concrete plate for the floor plate out of concrete. Well, the first picture shows the situation as we find it. We have the wall and we have the foundation. The foundation is a bit larger than the wall, and now the wall exercises power onto this foundation. The second picture shows the situation where we have already removed the inner part of the foundation, and that now means that the power that is exercised is on the foundation now is larger. The foundation is smaller than before, and that is why the power that is exercised on the same surface is a bit larger, and that could mean that the whole building or that part of the building now could sink into the earth, and that is why we have found a solution to support this additional power, in that we have poured our floor plate, our floor screed, in between the two sides of the foundation, so that it connects with the foundation and that it can support that additional power that comes from the wall above the foundation, and this floor plate is not able to go into that direction because it is held by the other side of the foundation. Well, here you see now the evenness of the floor plate, so it's rather even. The difference in height is about 1 to 2 millimeters, 2 millimeters at the end, and in the middle it's only 1 millimeter. This is the situation after we have removed part of the foundation, and you see that it's at some place it's rather regular, at other place it's irregular. And here you see how I built a slide for the concrete out of an old IKEA bookshelf. It's important to cover it with a foil of plastic in order that the concrete then glides rather smoothly into the cellar. This is now where I put on these iron grids, and I do drill them, connect them, and now you can already see how I mix the concrete. It's always 4 to 5 parts sand, 1 part of water and 1 part of cement, and it's about 80 liters that fit into this bucket. Well, that's now the inside, and here I start to spread the concrete with the backside of a rake. And after I've done that, I use this boning rod. You see I have fixed leveling guides onto the wall. It's square timber, large square timbers that I fixed with screws onto the wall, and now I tear this boning rod over the concrete. You have to repeat this several times, and yes, at the end then you have a very even floor screed. The next part, this is now 5.5 hours later, and to make it still more even, you now you can levitate it with a float. You have to wait a bit, as I said, 5.5 hours, 6 hours, it depends on the temperature. And here it was a rather warm day, and that is why I could get in rather early. So, and then I have added further square timbers onto the first one, and now I fill concrete behind this casing that I built up. And you see here I have a special technique in order to densify it, to compact it. So this is a jackhammer with a chisel, and I put onto the chisel I put on a piece of hard wood, and well, then you have to hammer against the casing in order to make the concrete rather dense, and to make that all the air comes up. This is a very reliable method, and there are no other methods that you could use here, because the difference, the distance to the wall is only less than an inch. And yeah, that is it. Already the next part shows then how I remove this casing, and you can see that the result is very good. No air bubbles in the foundations anymore.